We could say neither bad nor good, although of course it is of positive nature, yes. However, we would say it is normal, it is natural, it is organic,
Yes.
and it is as many civilizations have experienced also during their transition that you are now in. In one understanding, you may find, we understand you have a question, however, we are giving a little background.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes. In one understanding, to understand of the Earth's plateau and what Mother Gaia she is going through at present, yes, is an exorcism of certain denominations, of pulsations, of energetics that could come across as chaotic. Yes. Volatile in nature, perhaps. However, it is all for good use. Without us, without those, and we would say there are many civilizations who are comparing their values and how they can contribute to this energetics. Without the supporting field being held by us, so to speak, yes, for many do balance certain energetics out so that it does not combust, as you would say, yes? It would not spiral out of control to such a degree as to be harming Mother Nature. Yes. So in this light, there are energetics that are, would be, say, spewing out into the atmosphere, yes, that are very in disalignment with one another. Our purpose, our job, and many of those who do support humanity in this time, yes, are working with certain beams of light, as you would say. When we say light, we are referring to energetics of light and sound, yes. And we are working to harmonize and balance so that the tipping point or the peak or the troughs are not so extreme that it could have a more gentle aspect. Within the physical symptoms, yes, of course, there are other denominations of this, but we would see the heart space of being the baseline of this, yes. Then the emotional qualities, dipping and jumping, yes. And then, oh dear, now I need to find my balance in the middle, my equilibrium, yes. Then, due to these occurrences, the mental body decides to talk about it in the mind.
Yes. Then what?
Yes. So, the mental body will be telling oneself, yes, I am deservedly in right of my power. I have decided to do well by myself. I am in alignment of this. And then the next moment, it will say, no.
Yes.
I correct myself. I am not in alignment with this because my heart is telling me very strange stories. My emotions are changing time to time. Yes. Am I perhaps unbalanced? Am I perhaps panicking in my head? Yes. So the same things will be occurring in the mental body as a reactional state to the emotional findings.
I see.
Yes.
So the mental body is just doing what its job is.
Indeed.
To analyze what's going on.
It is a recording, the experiences, and attempting to make sense of it. However, when a new experience comes in, the mind needs to treat it as a new experience. And this is what is enabling it to do, however, it does take time, for the recalibration before the balance sets in. Yes.
How can we soothe the mind?
By speaking gently and kindly to it.
Okay.
Yes. The mind is you. You are within the mind also. So, we would say to take more of the feminine attributes of care, compassion, love, serenity, Yes. Within the mind and say, yes, dear mind, I do hear what you are saying.
Yes.
Yes. I do appreciate your words of wisdom and your recording functions.
Yes.
You are wise in this light. However, we will accept that there are new things to come,
Yes.
and we will treat it with due caution and due care and love. Yes.
So we won't be needing to run off to the doctor if we suddenly get palpitations.
Of course, one must adhere to natural remedies that are available if one is caused for concern.
Yes.
Yes, it is wise. Yes. However, there are shifting natures of this. Yes.
So
If
you'll
one-
know it's just bit by bit.
One person may have a different resonance to how they receive the energies
Yes.
dependent on the other. We cannot give a generic aspect to this, but what we would say, yes, is if it is occurring to an extreme level very irregularly, yes, seeking concern about this, yes, would be of high value, yes, in these circumstances. However, we would see more of waves. Yes.
Yes. And so
A
we
gentle
come
in
to
and out.
recognize the waves that come and recede, come
Yes.
and recede.
And the reason why we would say waves is
Yes.
not only is it a flow of energetics feeding in and feeding out, but of course there are many of those who are working to rebalance the energies in your outer spheres.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So you could sit with it, as you would say, yes, relax into it, yes, for some minutes, yes, and soon it will pass through you, yes. The reason it passes through you because it is the nature of how it moves, how it travels, yes, and also because there are many of those who are working, yes, to balance it. We would say to seek medical advice, yes, if you are in concern of this, would be if it would be to a very tight sensation, a feeling of panic setting in, yes, and an elevation of that which does not seem to shift through the body.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you, Unnakasunja. Will this happen for all of humanity, or some of us thick-skinned?
We would say that this will be occurring for all of humanity, yes? However, those of you that you are speaking of with thick-skinned, yes, is more to do with understanding that there are certain shifts in the body. So we would say that those who are very sensitive to the energies, who are an awareness of the sensitivities of energies, will tend to be more encompassing in the receiving of it.
Yes.
As you do know, the more resistance that you do put up, the more uncomfortable it does feel, yes? Whereby some person who may not be totally sensitive to the energies may be feeling your words are a little rough around the edges, yes? May put it down to work overload, yes? Stresses within the family, yes? Feeling that they are not where they feel that they should be, and using those examples to explain their physical symptoms.
I see.
Yes, yes, yes.
So they will be elevating as well.
Indeed, of course.
Even though they're not aware of what's actually happening.
Yes, even those who are unaware of these changes, yes, have been still within the middle of it. They are surrounded by it. It fuses through their energetics. Yes. They are within it always. Yes.
Yes.